Hello, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Educational Specialist. Today, we will be going over a third grade reading test problem, and it is entitled Monkey Looks for Trouble. Let's get started. One fine day in Trinidad, an island in the West Indies, a woman walked along the road. From high in his treetop, Monkey watched her. He saw the large clay pot she was carrying. How alarmed he was when she tripped over a stone and dropped the pot. It broke into many pieces. It had been full of fluffy white cakes that scattered on the road. "Oh boy, have I ever got trouble now. I have so much trouble," exclaimed the lady. She tried to gather the cakes in her colorful skirts, but they kept spilling out. Soon she gave up and left. Monkey scurried down the tree trunk to the ground. "These are trouble," he muttered to himself. "I will taste this trouble, for it looks quite delicious." The cakes were coconut cakes, and they were indeed delicious. Monkey ate every one of them. "I must find more trouble. I must find more trouble," said Monkey. Off to the market he went, skittering down the road on his quick little feet. Monkey went to a man standing at a market stall and asked, "Please, kind sir, may I have some trouble?" "You're looking for trouble?" said the man. Monkey nodded his head in an excited way. The man chuckled and went into a building. He came out with a bag and handed it to Monkey. "Here you go," he said. Monkey had trouble carrying the bag of trouble. It was so large and lumpy. It was moving. He was so happy to have more trouble, though that he didn't worry. He went down the road to a quiet spot and opened the bag, ready for a feast of trouble. Out of the bag came 3 fierce little dogs. They barked and snapped and snarled at Monkey. Shaking with fear, Monkey climbed to the nearest tree. How hungry he was! He took a fruit and plopped it into his mouth. Little did he know that the tree was a chili pepper tree. Suddenly, his mouth felt full of fiery flames. Monkey needed water. Below, though, those 3 fierce beasts were snapping and yapping at him. He had to wait until they grew bored and went away. Then Monkey quickly returned to the ground and ran lickety-split to a stream. He drank lots of cool water. After a while, his burnt mouth felt better. Monkey returned to his own quiet treetop and never looked for trouble again. Now let's look at question 1. Reading this sentence from the story. Off to the market he went, skittering down the road on his quick little feet. What does the word skittering mean in this sentence? Is it A, running, B, dragging, C, driving, D, crawling? This sentence is in paragraph 4. "I must find trouble. I must find trouble," said Monkey. Off to the market he went, skittering down the road on his quick little feet. The he we're talking about that is skittering is Monkey. Looking at our answer choices, let's see which answers we can eliminate that do not make sense. A test strategy that we can use is to substitute our answer choices for the word we're looking for. In this problem, it's skittering. We will cross out all answer choices that do not make sense. So let's look at answer choice A. We're going to substitute in for the word skittering, we're going to place running. Off to the market he went running down the road on his quick little feet. Well, that makes sense. So we'll keep A for right now. Answer choice B is dragging. Off to the market he went, dragging down the road on his quick little feet. Does this sentence make sense? If the monkey is moving quick, can he be dragging as well? No. So we know that we can eliminate answer choice B. Dragging is not a synonym or a word to describe skittering. Answer choice C, driving. Off to the market he went, driving down the road on his quick little feet. Does this sentence make sense? The answer is no. You can't drive down the road with your feet. So we can eliminate answer choice C. Lastly, answer choice D, crawling. Off to the market he went, crawling down the road on his quick little feet. Does this sentence make sense? The answer is no. Whenever you crawl, you're on your knees, not your feet. So we can eliminate answer choice D as well. Our correct answer is A. Skittering is a synonym, or that means the same thing as running. Okay? Let's look at problem number 2. What did Monkey do as soon as the dogs became bored and went away? Is it A, he looked for something delicious to eat? B, he stayed in the chili pepper tree to sleep? C, he climbed down the tree and ran to a stream? D, he opened the bag to see what was inside. We can find the answer to this problem in paragraph 9. Paragraph 9. Now, before we talk about paragraph 9, a test strategy we can use is whenever there is an event and we're looking at what happened before or what happened after that event, we need to look at the sentence or sentences right before the event happened or right after the event happened. So in paragraph 9, it starts off, Monkey needed water. Below, though, those 3 fierce beasts were snapping and yapping at him. He had to wait until they grew bored and went away. Then Monkey quickly returned to the ground and ran lickety-split to a stream. Our hint is that we're looking to find out what happened after the fierce beasts, aka the dogs, went away. And my answer or the sentence is, then Monkey quickly returned to the ground and ran lickety-split to a stream. So I'm going to look at my answer choices to see what answer states or come close to stating that Monkey returned to the ground and ran to the stream. If you chose answer choice C, you are correct. It did not say A, he looked for something delicious to eat. The paragraph did not say that Monkey stayed in the chili pepper tree to sleep, nor did it say he opened the bag to see what was inside. Our answer choice is C. He climbed down the tree and ran to a stream. Let's look at question number 3. At the end of this story, how did Monkey solve his problem? A. He put the 3 dogs back into the bag. B. He asked a man to help him. C. He returned to the market. D. He went back to his safe, quiet treetop. Our test strategy for this problem is that we're looking at what happened at the end of the story. So we really don't need to read the whole story again. All we need to do is look at the last paragraph or the last 2 paragraphs at the end of the story to find the correct answer. To find the answer to this problem, we will look at paragraph 10. Monkey returned to his own quiet treetop and never looked for trouble again. So looking at our answer choices, let's see, do any of the answers say anything about Monkey returning to the treetop and never looking for trouble again? If you answered D, you are right. A, he put the 3 dogs back into the bag. No, that's not true. B, he asked a man for help. That didn't happen at the end of the story, nor did him returning to the market. So our correct answer is D. Question 4. Which saying best tells what Monkey learned in this story? Is it A, you cannot please everyone? B, be careful what you ask for? C, slow and steady wins the race? D, do not judge a book by its cover? Our hint is we're looking at what lesson Monkey learned in the story. Another way of saying it is, what is the moral of this story? Now we're going to look at some paragraphs that kind of talk about what went on in the story. The first one is paragraph 3. Monkey scurried down the tree trunk and he was excited about the trouble, and they were coconut cakes, and they were delicious. So in Monkey's mind, he thought that anytime he looked for trouble, it would taste good and delicious. But in paragraph 7, when he was given the bag of trouble, the trouble was lumpy and also large. It was hard for him to carry it. He was excited though, because he felt like when he opened the bag, it would be the same delicious coconut cakes he had before. But looking at paragraph 8, we see that is not correct. Out of the bag came 3 fierce little dogs. They barked and snapped and snarled at Monkey. So let's look at our answer choices. Is A, you cannot please everyone? No. B, be careful what you ask for? Yes. C, slow and steady wins the race? No. D, do not judge a book by its cover. That's not a lesson that Monkey learned in this story. So our answer choice is B, be careful what you ask for. This has been a test prep problem for 3rd grade reading. See you soon.